I want to get into a more focused conversation about coming to human and human relationships, because nowadays
Okay.
in the modern world, that's what we are a lot struggling with, the
Yes, of course.
communication, etc. And you said, you've had your experiences with relationships. What are some of the biggest struggles that you see people having in human to human relationships these days?
I think one of the big struggle is I am not able to find, that is, I am related to what they are saying, okay? I am not able to find someone for me, you know?
That's so true. I heard that so many times. Yes.
You're right, okay? So, because, no, that's true. I think it's worldwide because people think that there is someone in this world who is matched with you. He is made to match with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if we go further into that, every relationship start with this feeling. Oh, this guy is made for me because we have this point in common. We are sharing the same activity, or we are sharing the same thought about this thing. This guy is also doing yoga, me too. So there is matching. People think that uh, just because we are sharing same activity or same part of your life or of idea of thought, anyway, we are sharing something, we can match. So when something's happening in the relationship, oh, please, Vinod, I think this guy is not made for me finally. So please, I don't know why I entered into that, but now I am only struggling. I'm only thinking about how can I get out of this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
and it's a kind of cyclical thing. It's a samsara. It's a kind of it's a kind of every time you enter into a relationship, you think that it's best for you, it's good, and I found a good one, and after sometimes, what I'm doing with this guy, what I'm doing with this girl,
Correct.
she's really not for me. Why? Because people, before to start something, people think that someone will be more than 50% like accurate to what they really want in their life.
Correct.
Yeah, I have another vision, completely other vision. And from 5 6 years when I'm in coaching, I am coaching and working on this thing, on this, what I will tell you. The thing is, I am just making people understand that there is no one perfect, maybe there is, but the idea is you cannot count on this. There is one specific guy in this world and I know I can find it one day. Maybe you are not intense enough to find this guy, so you will go through your life and never see this
Ideal person that you created in your head.
exactly, like how in French we call that âme sœur, like it's a kind of soulmate. Exactly. So
Soulmate.
exactly, so people are thinking that everybody has a soulmate, and this soulmate is in the same area, like, and one day we'll find this guy. People are thinking like that.
Yeah.
I'm just telling people, I don't want to destroy your idea, but I'm telling you, maybe there is. But to find this guy, the idea is not to restrain yourself, not to decrease all your personality because you are in search of something. I'm telling you, be more. Like, I am working, even sometimes I'm working with couples, okay, with childrens and everything. But when I'm working with that wife, I'm working only with her. Then when I'm with the husband, I'm working only with him, because the idea is, when there is an issue in your life, in your relationship life, and if this issue is still the same and you faced again and again this issue, already in your past you faced this issue, that does mean more than 50% of faults,
In
are into you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if you want to change your life and don't go again into the same cycles and cycles, you have to understand that more than 50% it's upon me. Okay, so I have to work to be better at least more than 50%. Like that, I will have more chance to have a successful relationship with someone. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So then I can tell you exactly what I'm working on, etc. But it can be like more long. But
Correct.
the idea is even if your husband, and I worked a lot with narcissistic perverse, this kind of people. So I worked with a lot of women who gone through a lot of narcissistic perverse or something like that. In French it's pervers narcissique.
Okay.
So I work with a lot of these women who has been really like, some people has been raped, kidnapped, many really, in
Bad things.
deep and bad things. And I am telling you, it can shock people, but I am telling that even with these peoples, I worked with themselves. I am telling to this kind of people, if this thing happened to you, there is something inside you who made this guy choose you, a kind of victim's energy. Okay, so keep waiting. The idea is, it's not the fault of this girl. Of course, if she has been raped, of course she hasn't asked that. Okay, I'm not telling about raping like like once in a while. Okay, I'm telling about when you are with someone and this guy is really bad, is really really like nasty
Abusive in
with
the
you. Okay,
relationship. Exactly.
yeah, this kind of rape I'm talking about. Even with this kind of rape comes into your relationship, the idea is, what you are spreading, the way you are behaving, even the small attitude, the small act, the way you move your hand, your head, everything play a role in this guy's mindset. And every girls I worked with, okay, has never been into a new relationship with a narcissistic perverse. Why? Because I just changed the way they were behaving. And when you becomes more, for this specific example, okay, when you become more strong, when you become more loud, I mean, you want to tell something, you tell it loudly, you put more volume, you level up something. When you become more you, when you love more yourself, you become more you. When you become more you, you express more yourself into your relationship. When you work on all these things, the same guy can stop the same behavior he was doing during many years, because you are not spreading this energy of, okay, I can be your victim, I can be your object, so I can't work with narcissistic perverse. So the only one thing I can do is change the girl I have in front of me. And when I am doing that, I am entering deeply. When I say deeply, it can be really, stop moving your hand like that, moving like that, move it like that, because the way the guy is looking, the smooth movement can be, in his mind, smooth means weak. So I am working in this weakness. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you cannot give general advices. You have to be really focused on each relationship you are working with. And that's why one relationship, I can't give the same advice to from one to one, but I am give you examples that I faced. And trust me, one relationship can be really bad for one person if she's not loving themselves, because she will give everything. She will give, like, it's good to give everything, but she will give without knowing, without be conscious about that. And when you do that, you become a slave. When you become a slave, you can go through many many horrible things. So that's why I faced many things. I had a lot of, like, I can say mostly people are coming to me because they face the same issue during their entire life, and they know that they have something to change in themselves, and they are coming to me for that, to change really something in themselves.
Stuck in a pattern. They're getting into the same kind of relationships and same kind of issues again and again.
Exactly.